Hello and welcome to Phase 2. We are one step closer to identifying a final design direction. This project is an attempt at decreasing the need to physically touch objects or surfaces. Human-centered design and thus also the inclusion of participants are key components of this process. I have extended my team of participants to about 6 active participants and 4 participants who will be interacting and giving feedback informally. My participants currently reside in either Johannesburg, Cape Town, Japan, or France. Our interaction began over WhatsApp and Instagram. This past week seen us pivot over to a more formalized system using Google Forms. The information here was then compiled into a couple of sketches and unpolished ideas. I then had one-on-one conversations via voice and video call with some of my participants, and we discussed a couple of new ideas. Together, we had identified the general ecosystem, which is high traffic areas. There are 3 components of this: your gyms or your fitness centers, physical key or touchpads or form fill-in systems, and your in-store display systems. We had come up with 4 achievable solutions. Solution 1 is to develop a smartphone app that can be used as a keypad or a link to a point of sale or an ATM. So people would only need to use their personal devices. So there are limitations to this. Not everyone has access to a smartphone, or their software is not compatible, and this could also lead to unforeseen fraudulent activity. Solution 2 solves these problems as it calls for the development of a floating or hovering holographic keypad. This would have a gesture-controlled system included in the design to recognize where a user is typing. Solution 3 is based on a similar principle. The adaptation here allows for the system to be implemented as a replacement for displayed products, for example, cell phones and clothing. This can either be a floating holographic product or a projection to a reflective surface. Limitations arise when considering consumer purchasing behavior. Some people want to feel the buttons and the fabrics and the phones. The final solution is an automated in-out system at fitness centers. Users would place used movable equipment into a cleansing system, and the cleaned equipment can then be re-racked. From these, I have identified my design direction. It will be a hologram for interaction purposes. It will have gesture-controlled sensors for sensing movement. It can recognize when a user wants to interact with it, and the cost and visual clutter will be kept low. Thanks for watching.